Cary, being a suburb of Raleigh, has been consistently ranked as one of the safest cities to live in the United States. Not only that, but has a highly rated school system. The town of Cary actually offers a lot of different parks and outdoor activities, so if you're an individual that likes to be outdoors, this is the place you may want to consider. Now, if you're new to me and this YouTube channel, we talk about everything you need to know about Raleigh, North Carolina, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on anything. But also, I am a licensed realtor here, so if you have any questions and looking to relocate, just reach out. Just like any place, there's a certain feel to it. And Cary, in my personal opinion, is going to give me that corporate feel, and I'm sure Research Triangle Park being close by plays a big factor on it, but even Cary in itself has many different large, high-tech actually, companies that are nearby. To name a few, there's SAS, there's Cisco, Epic Games is another big one. If you guys know Fortnite, there goes that Epic game correlation right then and there. So there's going to be a few companies that are right then within that Cary hub in itself. Won't obviously be a long distance of a travel commute time because they're there. However, speaking about Epic Games, I don't know where they stand in terms of the details of expanding, but it was actually set in stone that they were going to destroy one of the well-known Cary malls and actually turn it, I would assume, into a headquarters. Now that's been a plan that's been a couple of years back, so you definitely want to stay tuned for that. But if that does ever actually come to Cary, it's only going to add more opportunities for those that are looking to be within that field. To add on to the fact of why does everyone want to be in Cary, North Carolina, you can't forget the proximity you are to everything. I mean, if you look at where Cary is located on the map in itself, you will see it's really close to Raleigh, Apex, Mooresville, Research Triangle Park, or also known as RTP, the airport. So just being close to those things, you can only imagine, of course, as I always mention to you guys, you know, location is what matters in real estate first and foremost. So looking at the location of Cary, it's actually in prime location of where you have accessibilities to not only Raleigh, but let's just say you're sick and tired of Cary and you want to go to a different suburb or a town or a field. Even Durham is nearby, right? So you have these different accessibilities to different things, but we have to add on to the fact as well, it is an area that is semi-walkable. What I mean is is within the neighborhood in itself. You'll find sidewalks here and there. However, yes, I will speak on just the triangle specifically. It's still going to be car dependent. If you want to rely on public transportation, by all means you can, but it is not going to be of any major city that you are probably thinking of right now. So really keep that in mind. It is still going to be a car dependent place, so I highly recommend having a vehicle, but you are free to wait for the public transportation if that's what you have to do. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the planned communities that already exist. It's almost like these communities were planned to have either amenities inside of it or really close by, because at least in some of them, they have golf courses and shopping centers, but if they don't have either one of them, they have one extremely close by. So great part on Cary for developing the way that they did in these communities so that you really don't have much of a travel time to get to the amenities that you may need. To name a few of the popular neighborhoods that many individuals are relocating to, you have Preston Village, Carpenter Village, Park Village, The Reserve, Amberley. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. There's still more on that list, but those are some of the top ones that at least I hear about, or at least that I see people consistently trying to move or relocate to. And honestly, if you're moving from the Northeast, Cary may be a destination that you like, because a lot of individuals for some reason have gravitated towards the Cary, and now a lot of individuals, I don't know if it still goes on, at least I know it was, a lot of people were being called Yankee. So if that does happen to you, just embrace it. I mean, I'm from the Northeast as well, and I've been called actually Yankee before, but I just embrace it and just keep it pushing. However, those are some of the areas that you should definitely keep on your radar if you are interested in moving to that Cary, North Carolina area. If you do have any questions about a specific area in Cary, North Carolina, you see that number that is popping up right there, make sure to give me a call, shoot me a text, email, day or night, heck, maybe even on the weekends. Always remember one thing: I got your back in this market. However, being inside your home is not going to be where you spend all of your time. Yes, you'll probably spend majority of it, so it's important for you to know, yes, we got a feel of how Cary feels, now you got a feel of where to kind of keep your eyes on, but now let's actually take a look to see what is there even to do. So first and foremost, Cary manages more than 25 parks of all different sizes. To name a few, there's Bond Park, there's Hemlock Bluffs, Downtown Cary Park, actually that is one of the most recent developments that actually occurred in the downtown area of Cary. And you'll have at least Jordan Lake, so if you're an individual that likes to be close to the water, then you'll have Jordan Lake about 20 minutes from you or so. But Cary, North Carolina is going to have a ton of events. North Carolina in general, I can't speak of everywhere, at least the Triangle in general, does a really great job of providing outdoor activities all year round. At least not so much when it gets cold, of course, but all year round, to the point where you can do something. There's always there. If you don't do anything, that's on you, because it's just there. For instance, I'll share a story with you guys really quickly. There was a day I had downtime. Weather wasn't all that great of where I was actually going, so I already anticipated, all right, let me go hang out at a park and just kind of get some leisure time and just relax, put my feet up, maybe even crack open a book really quickly. And as I was going to this area, it was a park, and I did not think anyone was going to be there, simply because, one, it's not a really big park. In fact, the parking lot is really small. So when I was driving and I got there, I noticed that the entire parking lot was full, and I was like, why is there so many people here? But that just, I'm sharing that story to really give you an emphasis and an idea of, you know, there's parks everywhere, but not only is there parks everywhere, there are people who regularly attend these parks just to enjoy themselves, get out the house, enjoy nature, and that's what North Carolina does extremely well. Cary, of course, we're gonna put an asterisk on that one, just because they do it extremely well, where again, I can go into a parking lot and it's entirely full. So now that kind of ruined what I was planning to do, but we still got it done. But just, I hope that gives you an idea, image of how outdoorsy and how people enjoy being outside rather than stuck inside the home all day with everything that goes on inside the house. And if you want some additional information about the things that are going to be in Cary, North Carolina, I did a video that I'll go ahead and tag above. I'll definitely recommend checking that out when this video is all said and done. At this point, I'm not sure how you're feeling about Cary, but Cary is actually one of these places that is great, in my opinion, for anyone. But if you don't maybe have like a family, you really need to be active, you have to be out and about consistently, you don't like to drive more than, I would say, 15 minutes or so, then you may have a little issue here. And if that is you, I highly recommend you might want to be a little bit closer to that Raleigh lifestyle. That's probably where you're going to find it, where you're going to enjoy most of it. So I'm here to just truly indeed be honest with you guys, give you the honest and the brutal truth, because moving to one place and not liking it, I mean, that in itself is a story in itself that I don't think anybody wants to live. So of course, here being able to share what is really happening, how certain areas feel, is, I know, extremely important to making tough decisions like relocating from one state to another. So you see that number that is popping up right there, make sure to give me a call, shoot me a text, email, day or night, heck, maybe even on the weekends, and let's talk about what it is that you're looking to do, to see if maybe Cary is the right place or maybe it isn't. However, the most important thing that I hear all the time, or even get asked, whether it's on the news, whether it's Cary received another accolade, is the quality of life. And with quality of life, you're going to want to know, is this a good place for you to live or not? And if you didn't know, Cary actually holds the crown as like the #1 place, at least in the Triangle, that many individuals want to be to. And you know, those are going to be for their own personal reasons. I'm not going to go through as far as why someone may choose this as the #1, but even though it's also been ranked as one of the best places in North Carolina, so whether it's the Triangle or North Carolina as a whole, it's actually being ranked consistently. You can go check out previous articles, go Google Cary, North Carolina being the best place. Articles are going to consistently pop up for some of the reasons that I'm going to mention right now. So if you stuck to this point, you get the real good stuff. The schools, right? The low crime and the family friendly environment that Cary, North Carolina provides. Now, if you think I'm still BSing you and you want additional information, I did a video. It's called The Pros and Cons of Living in Cary, North Carolina. Check that out if you want to hear, all right, Ronnie, you're sharing a lot of good, but I want to know what's going on with the bad. And then, oh my gosh, how could I almost forget, for all the sports lovers, there's a whole entire community right there as well for you. Whether it's on the regional, national, or even the amateur level, you're going to have something. You have Wake Med's soccer park, college sports. I mean, we're surrounded by 3 big schools, right? The hockey team. And I don't know if you knew this, but there's actually I believe it's the USA baseball training facility. So it's pretty cool. So if you're this far into the video, there's one of two things. You're really considering it, or you really love Cary and you just want additional information. But I will say, if Cary isn't your cup of tea, there's another area on the list that I think you should keep your eyes on, which is Mooresville. My personal opinion, it's done right and extremely similar to Cary. It's convenient, has good parks, conveniently located as well, whether it's Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill. And of course, you'll have the culture being decent because of the suburbs that it's all surrounded by. Now that you heard all that you possibly needed to hear about Cary, North Carolina, I'm curious to know, are you considering the area or not? Let's hear it in the comments below. But just as much as I enjoy making these videos for you guys, my name is Roney Polynice and I am a licensed realtor here. So if you guys have any questions or any concerns, that number that you do see popping up right there, make sure to give me a call, shoot me a text, email, day or night, heck, maybe even on the weekends. Always remember one thing, I got your back in this market.